Welcome back to the Daily Morning NBA feed on Reds Army, with me as editor Olivia. Today, let's take a look at some notable sports news in the past 24 hours. Thank you for always supporting and accompanying us. Come to the following hot NBA news. Russell's number 6 being retired across NBA, a first for league. Michael Jordan 1998 NBA Finals jersey could sell for $5 million at auction. How Rudy Gobert and can work as Timberwolves duo. Russell's number 6 being retired across NBA, a first for league. Bill Russell's number 6 jersey is being retired across the NBA, a first for the league. The NBA and the National Basketball Players Association announced Thursday that the number worn by the 11-time champion, civil rights activist and person good enough to be enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame as both a player and a coach was being permanently retired by all 30 teams. Bill Russell's unparalleled success on the court and pioneering civil rights activism deserve to be honored in a unique and historic way, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said. Permanently retiring his number 6 across every NBA team ensures that Bill's transcendent career will always be recognized. Players who currently wear number 6, including the Los Angeles Lakers' LeBron James, may continue doing so. But the number cannot be issued again, the league said. All NBA players will wear a patch on the right shoulder of their jerseys this season, the league said, and every NBA court will display a clover-shaped logo with the number 6 on the sideline near the scorer's table. The Boston Celtics have separate and unique recognition for him on their uniforms planned, the NBA said. Russell died on July 31 at the age of 88. He was the most prolific winner in NBA history, an 11-time champion during a 13-year career, winning the last 2 of those titles as a player-coach, and the first black coach in any of the major U.S. pro sports to win a championship. He marched with Martin Luther King Jr., stood with Muhammad Ali and received the Presidential Medal of Freedom from President Barack Obama. And having his number retired league-wide puts him in a very exclusive club. Major League Baseball permanently retired number 42, in honor of Jackie Robinson, who broke the big league's color barrier, with the understanding that those who were wearing that number could continue to do so. Mariano Rivera of the New York Yankees was the last in the majors to wear number 42, doing so through his final season in 2013. The NHL, upon Wayne Gretzky's retirement in 1999, said his number 99 would be retired league-wide in honor of that sport's all-time scoring leader. And now, Russell gets the same treatment. It also seems fitting that he and Robinson, both barrier breakers, are linked again. Russell called Robinson a hero, once saying that, "He showed me the way to be a man in professional sports." Robinson, clearly, held Russell in high esteem as well. Rachel Robinson, his widow, asked Russell to be a pallbearer at her husband's funeral in 1972. "This is a momentous honor reserved for one of the greatest champions to ever play the game," NBPA Executive Director Tamika Tremaglio said. Bill's actions on and off the court throughout the course of his life helped to shape generations of players for the better, and for that, we are forever grateful. We are proud to continue the celebration of his life and legacy alongside the league. There have been more than 250 players in NBA history to wear a number 6 jersey, including 24 who did so in at least one game last season, most notably, James, who has alternated between 6 and 23 throughout his NBA career. Nobody has worn number 6 for the Celtics since Russell's final season, 1968-69. Russell is one of 12 players currently enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame who wore number 6 at least some point in their careers. The others, Julius Erving, Patrick Ewing, Ben Wallace, Don Barksdale, Chuck Cooper, Larry Costello, Tom Gola, Cliff Hagan, Alex Hannum, Buddy Jeanette and Neil Johnston. Michael Jordan 1998 NBA Finals jersey could sell for $5 million at auction. A jersey worn by Michael Jordan during Game 1 of the 1998 NBA Finals will be auctioned next month, and it could sell for as much as $5 million. The iconic jersey, worn by Jordan during his Last Dance season, will go up for auction at Sotheby's with bidding opening on September 6. It will be only the second Jordan game-worn NBA Finals jerseys to sell at an auction. The 1997-1998 season is perhaps one of the most popular among Jordan fans, as Michael was reaching the height of his abilities while simultaneously pursuing what he understood would be his last chance at an NBA championship with the Chicago Bulls, Sotheby's head of streetwear and modern collectibles Bram Wachter said in a press release on Wednesday. The season itself is his magnum opus, as an athlete, and a testament to him as a champion and competitor. Finals jerseys from Jordan are remarkably scant, and the 1997-1998 finals are arguably the most coveted of them all. Sotheby's estimated that the jersey could sell for around $3-5 million, which would be the most ever paid for a piece of Jordan-related memorabilia. How Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns can work as Timberwolves duo. The Minnesota Timberwolves disturbed the basketball universe when they paid a premium price for Rudy Gobert, sending back a package to the Utah Jazz that did not include Karl Anthony Towns, who plays the same position. Immediately, most people had questions. How will Gobert and Towns fit together on the court? The short answer? Better than you may think. In a world where small ball is king, Minnesota is going to join a handful of teams in the league that feature 2 7-footers in their starting lineup: the Memphis Grizzlies, Cleveland Cavaliers and Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks are obviously an anomaly since one of their 7-footers is 2-time NBA MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo, but both the Grizzlies and Cavaliers had surprising seasons last year due in large part to the size in their respective front courts. Looking at last season as a blueprint, the pairing of Jaren Jackson Jr. and Steven Adams demonstrates the most comparable fit for Cat and Gobert. And going back to the 2019-20 campaign, the Los Angeles Lakers playing Anthony Davis with either Dwight Howard or JaVale McGee also shows it can work. The one caveat is that Minnesota will have 2 all-star big men on the floor at the same time. Neither the Grizzlies nor Lakers could claim that. In this article, we're going to forecast how Gobert and Cat's roles will look on both ends of the floor while both are sharing the court. Offense. Offensively, Gobert will likely function in the same role as he did in Utah, with some more time in the dunker spot. Towns will almost definitely see an uptick in 3-point attempts, as he'll find himself floating around the perimeter more often. On this possession, JJJ sits on the perimeter while Adams is in the same side dunker spot. Jaren's ability to shoot prevents Aaron Gordon from overhelping on the Ja Morant drive, while the positioning of Adams puts Nikola Jokic in no man's land. Will Barton also has to choose between cutting off the passing lane out to DeAnthony Melton on the perimeter or sealing off Adams. Whether it is D'Angelo Russell or Anthony Edwards attacking off the drive, placing Cat and Gobert in this kind of set will generate easy buckets for the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves were limited with their spacing when Towns was the screener due to Jared Vanderbilt's inability to shoot from the perimeter. On this possession, JJJ can overhelp and force a kick out to Vanderbilt. Jaren does not have to close out and sags in the paint defensively as Vanderbilt dribbles up. This season, when Gobert is the primary screener, teams will not be able to help off Cat on the perimeter, creating the space for a drive or an open 3, making Minnesota's offense even more potent than it was a season ago. Picture Cat setting a screen and popping to the perimeter, while Gobert hides out on the weak side dunker spot and Edwards makes like a freight train down the lane. Ant has not operated as a lob passer in the pick and roll, but neither did Mike Conley Jr. before he teamed up with Gobert in Utah. Let Edwards and Gobert connect just a few times, and we'll wish the rest of the league luck as they attempt to defend that tandem. While Cat may not be the lob threat that AD is, Minnesota now has the ability to run the above set with Russell or Edwards as the ball handler getting downhill. There is potential for Gobert to be the screen and roller and Cat hiding out in the dunker spot. Either way, the gravity of the big man duo, plus a few perimeter shooters around them, will put a lot of stress on opposing defenses. This is an example of the lethal offensive potential the Gobert-Cat pairing creates. Not only does Gobert commit devastating screens, but he is also an elite roller, lob threat. His gravity is going to force Cat's defender to be in the paint for help. Defense. Defensively, the opportunity for either Gobert or Cat to be the weak side rim protector is tantalizing. Losing Patrick Beverley and Vanderbilt will surely impact the Timberwolves' perimeter defense this season, but, with the addition of Gobert, there simply needs to be a shift in defensive philosophy and game planning. Teams with an elite shot blocker tend to funnel the opponent toward that rim protector. Lacking the perimeter prowess of Beverley, Minnesota still should not worry too much, as a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year is anchoring the defense behind them. Here's an example of one of Gobert or Cat being able to play help side defense and the value that provides. JJJ is defending his opponent on the block, while Adams is on the weak side block. Both Gobert and Cat are better rim protectors than Adams, and are likely to deter opponents from even attempting this shot. The marriage between Gobert and Cat will either crash and burn or be phenomenal. there is not much room for something in the middle of those two. The fit is counterintuitive with the modern NBA, but the modern NBA was counterintuitive at one point as well. We likely won't see the return of traditional positions and lineups, but this group has the opportunity to be just as unique as the first small ball revolution lineups were. And those are also the most outstanding news today. Thank you to everyone for listening and following redsarmy's daily news. If you find the video interesting and useful, please click like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the latest sports news.